It's been 2 weeks now since I had to abruptly stop my Yukon River expedition due to extreme flooding, especially in the Carmacks area and toward Dawson City. But before that, I experienced a lot of incredible country. The water was crystal clear. In fact, I just drank right out of the lakes and river until I got farther north. And just some of the campsites were absolutely incredible. Some of them weren't so good. A lot of mosquitoes, obviously. But the journey, it was so memorable, especially, I wasn't alone all the time. Frequently, I had First Nations paddlers with me, such as Donna Johns and Cora Lee Johns, distant cousins from two separate nations in the Yukon Territory. And they paddled with me for a few days, but they also taught me a lot about their nations, their beliefs, their peoples, and especially the trouble that they were experiencing. In fact, Donna Johns is a championship paddler, having won many, many serious canoe races. She was absolutely incredible. Here's an example of just how crystal clear the water was, especially in the Bennett Lake region and at the confluence of the two arms of Bennett Lake. On the mighty Yukon River, about 2 days out of Carmacks, several days north of Whitehorse. Carmacks will be my next resupply point. And got a current, it's ranging anywhere from 4 miles an hour today to up to almost 9, ripping it sometimes. So by the time I camp at a potential campsite I'm thinking about, probably be 41 miles today on the river. So no complaints there. Catching up for a little lost time due to weather delays, and hopefully there won't be any of those bad storms or high winds. I can paddle in the rain, I don't mind that at all, but it's the high winds that really makes it tough for canoes and a little bit dangerous too. So, as I approached the small town of Carmacks, north of Whitehorse, the water levels increased dramatically, and the debris in the river from all the localized flooding from the feeder streams was starting to get a little worrisome. They were much bigger than my canoe, and the waters continued to rise. When I pulled into Carmacks, I thought, well, this is where I'm going to resupply for a day, then get back in the river. But unfortunately, the river just kept rising. This was a 50-year event, according to local officials, townspeople, the town council, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and they all urged me to abort the expedition for this year and come back next year. Well, I waited for almost 7 days to make that decision, and unfortunately, on the advice of so many people, I decided to go ahead and stop the expedition. We'll pick it up next May 28th, 2023.